All right, peace and blessings, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to another amazing episode of Who's Naked Up in Here. I'm your host, Mr. Witz, alongside with my co-host, Gifted. How's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, all good.
Hey, Mr.
Lovely,
West, my
lovely.
hand keeps on, I have my hand up, but it keeps on going down without me taking it down.
All right, General Lissimo, I got you. I see your hand up on my screen. Um, I know Zoom tends to be a little fragile like that, so sometimes when you comment, it lowers your hands. So if you can, and you notice that that's happening,
It just happened again.
yeah, if it happens, just
if
raise your
you
hand again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start writing down the list of names in the order that I'm gonna let everyone perform. See if I can start doing that to make it flow a
Because I
little
got
bit
here
more
really
smoothly.
early. And
Say it again.
I got here early and I know I raised my hand early, but it kept on going down and I didn't notice it till a lot later. So I don't know.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Oh, okay. I'll send you a message where he was in order, but yeah, he was
Okay.
like or actually before Whisper. But okay.
I'm gonna do Whisper first because she has. Excuse me, not Whisper. I'm going to do Escape Artist first, and then I'm going to do Thomas. After that, if you do have a list, can you send it to me?
Sure.
I appreciate you so much. Y'all give it up for Gifted. She does help the show to flow so much smoothly. It would be all chaotic if it was just myself. I promise you that. Um, and I'm not as technical as she is. So she does help out a whole lot to make sure that the show is a success. With that being said, again, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those who are joining us for the first time, appreciate you being here. I know you see all these hands raised on the screen. The way this show works, this is an open mic, but this is definitely a safe space to share, and we treat everybody like family here. So the hands that are raised are those who are willing to speak and give us a few pieces tonight. If you find yourself in that comfort, please, by all means, there's a reaction button at the bottom of the screen. And if you click on that button, raise your hand, and from there, I'll go across the screen and I'll pull people in the order that I see them. Tonight, we're going to allow for 2 poems per artist. All I ask is that you keep your mic muted, and really emphasize on that, on how important that is, that you keep your mics muted while someone's reciting, because it's a disturbance as well as disrespectful for everyone to hear their works. So please keep your mics muted. If you have comments or you get influenced by what you're hearing, by all means, the chat is wide open. Utilize it, abuse it. Make sure that we show love to each other, because that's the biggest thing, that's the most important thing about being here tonight, is that we love on each other. All right. With that being said, I'm going to get the show started. I'm going to do the first 2 pieces. Does anybody have something they would like to say before we get started? Okay, beautiful. Again, thank y'all for being here. Actually, I'm not going to go first. I'm going to jump right into the open mic and let Escape Artist open us up tonight, so she can get back to mommy duties. So with that being said, y'all open up your mics and your hearts, and let's show some love to the amazing Escape Artist.
Yeah, escape artist. Woo!
Escape artist.
Glad to see you.
Let's
Thank
go.
you. So the first poem I have is really heavy, so warning. But yeah, here we go. I don't know what the title is yet, but we shall see. Anywho. Tonight I hold my baby, warm like sunshine, breathing like the wind. Her life is music to my ears. Across the sea, mothers are holding their children cold like the ice age, lifeless and empty. Fire rains upon them. Genocide is the background noise. Hospitals and mosques turn pancakes. The future is gone. I hold her tight, knowing I never have to worry about becoming a crater. My heart breaks for mothers who write their babies' names on their limbs in case they might be separated, torn from flesh and bone and mothers, becoming ice cubes and empty cardboard boxes. I mourn for the mothers whose tears are the only thing left to drink. Mothers shouting, please, take me, whose babies are puzzles and rubble, just pieces in a game. I hurt for the childless mothers, the ones living in bullseyes, the walking targets, where soldiers played darts with bullets, who did everything they could to keep their babies full of life, only to have them taken from them right before their eyes, or in their arms even. Children explode like fireworks. There is nothing left to celebrate. Lives cut short like umbilical cords, beautiful, innocent babies, buried like seeds, only they will never grow. No one will nurture them back to life. They will not grow through concrete. Tonight I hold my baby extra snug, mourning for mothers who miss their babies' hugs. Okay, that was the first one.
Wow, wow, that was
Wow.
mind blowing. You pinned the hell out of that piece.
Thank you. This next one is a little interesting. So a little backstory. My aunt's been in a coma for 17 years, but I recently found out that she wrote poetry, and I would like to read one of her poems tonight. So here we go. She called this one You and I. Together forever, just you and I. We will be as one with no one to come between us. You for me and I for you. The love we share is real and beautiful. You to me are my life and everlastings, where I to you will be much more than eternity. For me to think and feel this way of you makes me realize that what we have and share is more than reality. These emotions I speak come straight from the heart. I love you. That's it.
Wow, y'all open your mics and show some love to escape artists.
Wow.
Amazing
Man.
escape. artist. artist. Yeah, really intense. Wow.
Very
Very
That's
powerful.
my first one. Painfully profound. Wow.
Make it cry right out the gate, girl.
Wow.
Make it cry right out the gate.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize for
Amazing, beautiful
Never.
sister.
No,
never apologize for that.
never.
It hurt me to write that, and I still cry when I read it. So, but thank you for having me and letting me go first, because now I gotta tend to the baby for bedtime. But I'll be in the comments. But thank you guys.
Thank you for being here, Queen.
Thank
We
you.
love you. Yeah, that was brilliant. And again, like she said, definitely heartfelt. That first piece really blew my mind. And the way she worded it was just genius. It's pure genius. Yeah, any more love for escape artists? You can put it in the chat. Let's make sure we utilize this chat. I know there's lines that may catch you and tug at you, and if you find one, you feel one, put it in there so we can all feel that. Because sometimes when you hear so much, you get caught, you get trapped in these rooms of thought, compounding off of one part, a portion of what you've heard. And then some things may go over your head, so you may not catch it all. So if you hear something from somebody that's like, wow, blows your mind, put it in the chat, share with everybody. Let us know that it impacted you. All right. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love for my brother Thomas. Where you have open mind.
Thomas! Yeah!
Man, yo. Yeah.
Thomas!
Yeah,
You took him?
yeah.
Did we
Word.
lose him?
I don't think he came back after resetting his
I think we lost him. Okay. Yeah, I started looking around and I didn't.
Wi-Fi.
Okay,
We can
that's
just save
fine.
a space for him.
Most definitely. Thank you for that, Queen. We will definitely save space for him. And we'll keep the show going because it's a nice portion of us in tonight, and then we still have people coming in. So y'all open y'all mics and your hearts, and let's show some love to the Megas, Gustav Salas.
Yes.
Woo!
Vegas!
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Yes,
Go, go,
sir.
Scott.
Okay. Mr. Witz, gifted and beloved poets, I am happy to be here with you tonight. I have 2 poems for you. This is called Dance of Time. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. There is a lesson, learn, learn, learn. There is a fire, burn, burn, burn. And a desire, yearn, yearn, yearn. There is a time for everything, summer, fall, winter, spring. Spring brings flowers and life's rebirth, a time to be thankful for our sacred earth. Summers are hot but filled with delight. Outdoors in the sun, our days filled with light. Autumn comes on as all the leaves fall. Their dazzling colors are bound to enthrall. Winter is hard with a blanket of snow, but warmed by the fire, the world seems aglow. This endless cycle, this dance of time, moves us relentlessly, yet is somehow sublime. The earth sustains us, and the stars they burn. To everything, turn, turn, turn. And this piece is called I Am. I am the groove messiah. I am the burning man. I am the fire. I am the spear in the side of Christ. I am the gangbanger I just iced. I am the divine in my comedy. I am the illest, my own remedy. I am the melody behind my beat. I am the shoes upon my feet. I am the codons of my DNA. I am the word that made me today. I am you as you are me. I am unchained as we all are, free. Thank you.
Y'all open your mic, show some love.
Woohoo!
Vegas.
Let's go, Vegas.
Great wordplay as always.
Yeah.
Dropping them bars on us.
Megas always comes with big energy, man. You gotta love him, man. I appreciate you for always expressing yourself and for always being here, part of this family, brother. Thank you. That's what's up. Y'all make sure y'all keep showing that love in the chat. And if you feel it in your voice, give it up. Let us know something affected you. I think I'm going to jump in and do my 2 pieces, and then I'll continue with the open mic, okay? First piece is entitled, What If the Statue of Liberty Was a Man? What if the Statue of Liberty was a man? What if, did I lose y'all? Something, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Rewind. What if the Statue of Liberty was a man? Would America then have the balls to tell the truth? How she fed off of countries full of melanated people to become wealthy and powerful? Would she speak of the brown-skinned natives that inhabited this land as American Indians? Do you think she would speak as proudly as she has of all her past expeditions? If the Statue of Liberty was a man, would America risk a testicular hair to remove her ownership, her business claim of possession over US citizens printed in her birth certificates? Do you think for 1 second she'd denounce her written mastering within the US legislation? Or even write back the 2/5 in blacks as a rebirth of this nation? If the statue was a mannequin of a man kin to an Italian wool merchant instead of a broken, shackled woman with a rule book in a hand and a torch in the other, what do you think would come out of her? Will she tell of her thefts, the stolen bodies, gold, diamonds, crystals, and ancient African artifacts? Will she speak of how she raped Black men and made Black women pregnant, or how she harvested crops on Black backs? Will she say how she fed Black babies to the sea, heartless to bait alligators to make her boots? Or would this be some more of her story she's breasted behind her pleated suits? Do you think she would say her first president was a Black man? Do you think she would speak the name of the congressman who sat prestigiously in the front row seating of her printed $2 bill? Would she tell of how she fought against her own to keep the practice of slavery here? If the Statue of Liberty was a Black man, he'd probably still be facing a whip to his back, shackled in torn overalls, with a shirt made out of a potato sack. And America'd be proud to display him as art. Billboard posters and postcards glorified in how she never fully compensated the Black man for his labor. Well, that's if the Statue of Liberty was any type of man that America had faith in. Home.
Wow. That's an awesome piece, Wits.
Yeah, that's a great piece.
That
Yeah.
was amazing. That was
Yeah.
amazing. That was amazing. Wow. Wow. Mm,
Thank you, family.
mm.
Thank you. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna soften up on this piece. This piece is entitled Candy Coated Raindrops.
Mm.
My love, staring from the overpass glass window, I could see your reflection in the pool, calling me out into the dim lit evening just to be in your ear. Your Highness, queendoming the ladder of the day. Normally I'd be resting, but you deserve some praise. If I could kiss your hand or keep your tail from dragging, I would trail behind you just to get a peek at your backside. You look like you've wrapped yourself in cotton candy tonight. Pink, purple, and violet blankets shearing at your waist. Tonight is most definitely yours. Your glow is everything a sun could ask for. It's a matter of time before I find myself openly drenched in the light of you. And I can't wait to be standing out underneath your candy coated raindrops. Home.
Yeah. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Wow.
even worked in a little early 90s song lyric reference. My candy rain. I heard you.
Right, right.
It came from that inspiration, but it's a tribute to the moon. That piece is attributed to the moon. I hope y'all caught the moon references within it. But I definitely appreciate y'all ears tonight. Thank y'all for listening and celebrating. With that being said, let's move on to our next artist. Y'all open up your mics and your hearts, and let's show some love to Victor. Got King Victor in the room.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, there you
I'm
go.
not used to my name.
Listen.
I go by
Let me rewind because this is the first time I've had you in this space, I believe. So I definitely want to give you a shout out. First timer for coming in here. We appreciate you becoming part of this family. And I can't wait to hear what you bring it.
Thank you. Yeah, I was invited by Coach Yasma.
Oh, my
Yeah,
brother.
I've been here before. So, yeah,
You've
your
been here
brother
before,
invited me.
Victor?
I have, but it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, that's why I got to get more familiar with you, brother. I got to see you. I got to see your face some more.
Yes.
I remember you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you again.
Okay, I'm gonna share just one piece because my pieces are long-winded, and so this one here is called the Mothership, and it started with the prompt given by a great friend of mine. She's on TikTok. She goes by the name Lady Shine Poetry, and she has a prompt every Sunday. So that's where I ended up getting these particular prompts. Yeah, the Mothership. But so the title was supposed to be. Let me see if I can see it. The title. So the title she gave us was "Stuck in My Thought," and the phrase that we had to use was "putting the broken pieces back together again." So that's how it started. And I haven't finished writing it down. All right. Here's the piece, the Mothership. Putting the broken pieces back together again. After the summer comes November rain. Quickly came the winter. Winter's coming. Brace yourselves. Open the gates. Let her enter. Nothing makes me happier than the winter. I know. I stole that line from another piece I wrote. Is that even allowed? I don't know. What's up, fam? How you be today? Today is a very special day down here in the pit, down in the caves of the underworld, where everybody must pass, everybody must burn through the fire. Here your soul gets purified before entering back around, fixing your broken pieces back together, recycling your memories through the river of forgetfulness. I can't send you back like this. I know you're eager to return. I know you're eager to embody a new and improved vessel, encoded and reinforced with powerful tools and lessons learned in this lifetime. Trust me, I've been where you've been, reincarnated for hundreds of years, laughed and cried so many tears. But be careful choosing your parents. Remember what happened when you trusted your instincts. Your soul is getting purified. Your soul is getting filtered many times over. Several rivers you must cross over. Remember Godzilla chasing you in the desert. You saw the monster was always behind you, unable to battle your PTSD. You came to me broken, your heart in bits and pieces. Your war cry fell through every cave down in the underworld, down in Tartarus. Those are the names of the ships, based on Greek mythology, dating back centuries. Their stories barely survived the passage of space, dimension, and time. This is the product song. The saga still continues, and now you're here begging. If you only had one more wish, if you only had one more chance, if this, if that. Sorry, brother. You had time to fix that. Now focus on your cleanse. Let the rivers cleanse you of all the negativity, of all worldly pleasures, of all the pain. Trust me, this is not in vain. We can't send you back, but we can send a broken version of you. That won't benefit Earthlings. They deserve a better version of you, and you deserve love and happiness. You have a new mission. Now remember the King Woodman putting himself back together, one arm first, then the left. Then his legs came next, right and then left, until all you had left were a broken clock in pieces of your heart. You were writing about heartbreak. Your heart was bleeding. You were coming from a situationship, not a healthy relationship, more of a disastership. They hurt you, so you hurt them back. You simply acted accordingly. You didn't know how to act. You know your own worth. You came to the mothership after several toxic relationships. Each of them had a lesson to be learned, and I'm glad you never gave up in your journey back. Welcome back home, poet. I hope you rest properly. I hope you rest your heart. No rush going back. No coincidence or luck. It's all predetermined. Nothing's random in life. Welcome back to the mothership, and take as long as you need. Paul.
Wow. Wow. Y'all open up your mics and show some love.
Woohoo, Victor! Don't be a stranger. Yeah.
Awesome,
Come back to
Victor.
us.
Welcome.
That was lovely. That
Welcome
was
back.
lovely.
Yeah.
Real nice. So glad I walked down the street, turned it on just to hear your poem, man.
Then he hit us with the Trekkie hand gesture. I peeped that. I peeped that. Thomas, are you ready for us?
Yeah,
All right, because I know you're on the move, so I definitely wanted to make
I'm
sure.
out in the woods right now. I had to get some cell service, man. My internet cracked down. I can't do the share screen one on my cell phone here, but I got two quick ones for y'all if you don't mind.
No, not at all. Victor, thank you so much for your share, brother, and for being here with us in this space. I look forward.
Yeah, you're
to
welcome.
seeing
Thank
when
you
we can
for
hear more from you.
thank you for the safe space.
Much welcome, brother. Much welcome. Y'all keep that energy going for our brother Victor, and while y'all doing that, open up your hearts and your mics, and let's show some love to Thomas.
I don't know if y'all can see me. I got my flashlight on in the background here. I'm in the woods. If I can
Yeah,
show
we
y'all
can
the
see you, brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
We see you.
Cool.
Be close. Stay
True
Thomas.
dedication. True
Yeah.
the
dedication.
mic
True
so that we can
dedication.
hear you clearly.
Go,
Okay.
Thomas.
Bet. All right, yo, I call this one Smile. I sit here in front of you all, smile on my face, while facing the decaying state of my mind's place, displacing reality. In all actuality, it seems to be fate. I'll never be free, might never be great. I'm $1 short and a minute late. Judge myself worse than I can take. Nudge myself to holler for days till my face hurts, lost in the days beyond the fog, past the haze. I seem to have misplaced my legs. Have you seen them? Were they ever really there? Do any of you actually fucking care? As I stare into the distance, my gaze is set to nothing. I'm reminded of my hungering persistence to change something. Not sure what, who, or even how. I'm only equal to the bounds I've laced within these sounds, hoping one day I'll figure it all out. Shout so loud I break every window in the fucking house. Make pure love and light rain down on the crowd. Until then, I'll sit and I'll smile, 'cause why the fuck not? What does one do while waiting on forever to become forgot? And then this other piece.
Oh, that last line.
Whoa, wait.
Line.
Oh, wow.
Right? That last
line.
line was killer. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Thomas.
Dope.
Right on.
Dope.
Can you back that up and
Yeah.
say that line one more time, please, brother? Thank you.
Rewind.
Yes.
Yeah, hold up, my notepad app just started playing a fucking ad on me when I went to go to the other shit. Hold up. All right, yeah. Let me go back. Till then, I'll sit and I'll smile. Cause why the fuck not? What does one do while waiting on forever to become forgot?
Kills.
All right. This one was a prompt from the universe, yo. Like I went to I was like I had my phone on my lap and I was like I had it in the title section. I was like trying to think of something and then like the TV came on and my hand like smacked, my phone off and da da da. And by the time I get my phone back, I go to type the title out and I'm in the body of the section. I was like, well, what did I type? And it was just C7C, a lowercase C, 7, lowercase C. When you flip it upside down, it looks like a funny little fish. I would post it in chat right now, but I don't even know how I did it, but so it was like a prompt, right? From the universe, I guess. So I wrote this. I'm gonna try to keep this basic. Let's face it, karma is a mosaic of ever-changing faces. Misdirection and blind spots never seem to erase this. In reflection, my thoughts, forever unseen due to displacement, never lost. We are all surrounded by this encasement, confounded by the idea of no ideas, or matter, for that matter. Minds shatter, shudder, and flutter off at the thought of no thoughts. Thoth taught us that our minds are the universe, one song in harmony with all. Underneath it all, I still find ways to forget this. Silly me, trying to feel uplifted. Really, I see the only gifts that are given are those chosen by a mystical rose frozen in time. Yeah, I'm cynical at times. My mind wandering, wondering why this umbilical cord was never severed from it all. Infinite energy swirling swiftly around me lifts my feet from the ground with ease, teaching me to believe, seeping into the seams of my being. It's so freeing, leaving nothing but hopes and dreams weaving in and out of my conscious scope of reality. Time traveler of mentality, thinking of rhymes, tossing signs in the air, hiding in the science of actuality. Remarkably, I still strive to stay alive, but why? I ask again and again, and one last time, why? Why you? Who is who if we are one? If all is none and everything resides in nothing, then something must decide anything can happen. Wait, I said I was going to keep this basic. So I'm just going to say it. Not a single mind can convey it. I challenge you to portray it. I love y'all, man.
Y'all
Love you back, brother. Love you back.
Yeah, love you too, my nigga. Yeah.
Thomas.
Woo. Yes, sir.
Thomas, I feel like your rhymes, your wordplay are outstanding, but I love how you're talking to me the whole time. You're not reading a poem at me, you're talking to me. And I love that.
Yo, I got that tip from Frog Corpse. He's like, because I was like conversating with him. And, I really like the performance part of the poetry and everything. But like, he's like, yeah, you can still like perform, but like, you hear the tone you're talking to me with right now, like as we're conversing, like, talk to me like that. Read your poem like that. Because then it's more genuine. Then it's like, what I mean? It's not like you're just saying words, like you're like conversing with me. So I got that from Frog Corpse, man. Big shout out to Frog Corpse.
What's up, man? And that's one of the things that I love too. I appreciate you doing that, Thomas. A lot of times people find it hard to pay that homage to those who are right there in their immediate circle. And it's so easier to throw it out into the wind of somebody that they may not be ever be in the company of. So when I see you homaging your family, put it like that, and they're not even in the room, but you're still giving up that love. That means everything, brother. Keep that energy, keep that pureness apart. That's what being here
Always,
is all
Wiz, you
about.
know how we do.
Yes, sir, bro. Thank you for catching us, man. Thank you for wandering into the woods to share with us. Don't fuck around with the bears and shit. Stay away from the bears and or the wildlife that's out there. So keep your eyes
Yeah, it
open.
ain't the bears I'm worried about. It's the cougars out here, boy.
Oh man, yeah, get your ass in. We'll be reading about you. Get your ass back in the cabin.
Hey, it's fucking cold too, man. I'm out here freezing my ass off in the woods just so I get some cell service because my internet fucking went down.
Man, well, thank you, brother, for risking it all. But get your ass into a safe space. So we know you good, all right?
Will do, brother. Will do.
Big love, brother. Big love, man. Y'all keep that energy going for our brother Thomas. And y'all make sure y'all check his open mic on Fridays. Thomas, make sure you throw that in the chat every Friday.
Yeah, I can't throw it in the chat, but Gustav, if you could be a brother, man, throw my is at Open Minds Open Mic on IG, or
Will do.
the Zoom ID is the same every week. Yeah, if you could drop that info for everybody, man, I appreciate it, brother.
I got you, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all keep that energy flowing. I see some new faces popped up in the room. If y'all want to share, if y'all willing to share, y'all know the deal. Put your hands up, throw them up in the chat. Throw them up on your screen so I know that you're here and you want to spit something. I got a list. I'm gonna go through it, and I see some folks that I didn't quite get on the list. So if you find yourself in that space, you want to share with us tonight, by all means, now's the time to alert the room so that I don't forget you. And then we come down to the end of the show, and then everybody start trying to overwhelm. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to the other half of this show, the amazing Gifted.
Woohoo! Gifted!
Gifted.
Hey, y'all. I had to stop. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, y'all.
What are you laughing at?
The way you said it. Sorry.
I had a feeling you was laughing at me. I'm gonna talk to you after this show.
I'm sorry. I love you. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do my pieces and get out the way. Y'all been amazing so far. This piece is entitled I'm Black. It's from my years in corporate America. I'm Black. I thought I'd make that declaration in case you missed it. See, I've checked the boxes for so long, trying to ensure that you weren't uncomfortable or insecure, that I think I lost myself. Trying to avoid the labels, making sure that you would see only my inner core, but not my outer shell. Because color doesn't matter until it does. Feeding into the hype that we're all the same, erasing our history like it didn't even happen. If she do that, you do it too. If he is that, then you are too. But color doesn't matter until it does. So I need you to see my inner core and my outer shell. They're synonymous, hand in hand. It's my brand. See, it's time for us to make a change in our mindset, mode of operation. It's time for a change. Not in spite of our lineage, but because of it. See, we're no longer robbing Peter to pay Paul. We're robbing one another. Gun to face, then to heart. We're playing the part. They'll willy lynch us. Only want you if you a damsel in distress. Save me, a buffoonery dance, darky dance. Twerk, mama, twerk. Twerk, mama, twerk. But no, it ain't only in my ass. It's in my hands as I take a stance against black on white or white on black crime. It's in my voice as I raise it and elevate it and empower our youth. It's in my blood each time it boils for a senseless crime against our kind. It's in my heart as it beats. For life. I'm Black because I don't look for approval of my identity in you. Measure my worth from the status quo. Feed into the illusion that you tried to perceive. I no longer check the boxes. I'm Black because I was born this way. And I say it loud and proud. I'm Black and I'm proud. Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. Please do. Puff, puff. And pass that knowledge. That's that piece.
Oh,
Gifted.
gifted.
Come on, poet.
Wow. You are a force of nature. I hope
Wow.
you get tired
Wow.
of me telling you that.
Wow.
You are a force.
Powerful.
Unbelievable.
I just want to say
Unbelievable.
one word, gifted. Damn.
Right? You truly are gifted. You truly are gifted. Wow. Wow. Like, wow.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Next piece. Okay, I know what I want to do. All right. Dark rooms. Dark rooms scares me. Can't see what's coming next. Ominous gloom lurks. Panic ensues. Fear of fear softens and shortens. One breath after the next. Even closed eyelids reminds me of the terror left behind his panting, hands grabbing in places where my washcloth would normally only be. No one ever told me this is how it would be. Intimacy, an unpleasurable right nightmare, cloaked in the false sense of normalcy. Night after night, darkness loomed, doors creaked, footsteps consumed. Space and monsters invaded. Peace of mind that would normally travel in my dreams. I'd hold my breath in expectancy of its end, yet my unconscious limbs awakened to the stench of alcohol and groans of his completion. It took years to get that stench off of me, to get that smell away from me, to get rid of him in my mind. Those days are long gone. I'm still afraid of monsters in my head that recall that uneasy grasp in the clutches of the darkness. And closing my eyes to the remembrance of that darkness still scares me. Dark rooms scare me.
We got you, Queen. Y'all open up y'all mics and show some love. We got you, Queen. Thank you for getting free with us tonight.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Love
amazing.
you.
Amazing.
We
Love
love
you.
Phenomenal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Gifted the gifted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
are with
Mm,
friends.
mm, mm.
Thank you for sharing that.
Love you, Queen. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for being that voice. You know, uh, dark rooms can be horrific. You know, and, just grateful for you. And I know every day is a challenge. You know, still overcoming that. So we here for you. Anytime you need that, reach out. Keep you strong. Keep you uplifted. Thank you for lifting us all with your words. Y'all keep that love going, please. Fill a room, fill a heart, fill a chat up with love. It's necessary. That being said, y'all open up your mics and your hearts to show some love to our next artist, General Lisi Mode.
Thank you, Mr. Witz. I just want to say thank you to Gifted. Thank you for always inspiring me with your poetry. And I'm just going to put some info in the chat, and I'm going to just read a couple poems. This is in my book, Everything I Think Is On My Mind. It's called The Cardiac Surgeon That Lives Inside My Psyche. I wish I could remove my heart into a satin-lined box every now and then. On the hottest summer nights when it's too hot for a top sheet, when I have several fans strategically pointed at my bed, when I exist in a constant hot flash, on those nights, if I dare fall asleep, my dreams become a certain breed of warped. I sometimes wish I could remove my heart before certain family events, so my brain can lead my reactions to the barrage of gaslighting I will endure and strategically sew my mouth shut for the sake of not making waves. I should never stand up for myself lest I be accused of shooting off a semi-automatic military gun when I open my mouth. If I could remove my heart every time I run into someone who had targeted me for abuse in my past, I would place it on a plate, surgically slice a keloid scar from its edge, place it into a baby blue Tiffany & Company engagement ring box, stand atop a chair and declare you gave this to me as if my future was wedded to your painfully obvious insensitivities and need to control. But you cannot regift it because such scars' owners must have a whole undamaged heart that has never known your warped vision of love. Apologies to Mariah Carey. And this is a brand new piece. It's called Not All Masseuses Offer Happy Endings. I remember when you first reached into my chest and grabbed my heart. Our conversations converted my body into an existential amorphous blob you reached into. Instead of grabbing my heart, you massaged it. You could have looked straight through me, but instead decided to see me. Your stare might have been a through and through arrow, but instead was an injection of getting to know you. Your words echoed actions that you were capable of nursing a soul. Then came the day when you reached into my chest and squeezed my heart hard. I thought you were there to give it a massage. Instead, you used your massage expertise to squeeze it to the point of almost bursting, then squeeze it to the point of almost bursting, then squeeze it to the point of almost bursting, then squeeze it to the point of almost bursting till I passed out. When I came to, you were there. You asked me what I remembered. I thought you had come to massage my heart, but arrived too late. History would repeat itself too many times. Since our history had no witnesses, I accepted your version of history with you as my heroic resuscitator. Then came the day when I installed a nanny cam for a reason unrelated to you. Then came the day when I bore witness to you at your desk with your fountain pen. I watched you dip the pen into ink it drank in a way I had never seen a pen drink ink. I enlarged screenshots of the ink which had a label that read, my name, then apostrophe S, then soul juice. I learned about how one person can squeeze another person's heart until it almost bursts. And though no blood exits, the squeezer can extract several drops of the squeezee's soul for the sole purpose of writing believable fiction. Thank you.
No, thank you. Y'all open up your mics and show some love to Generalissimo.
Generalissimo.
Generalissimo, yeah.
Work. I'm a huge
Yeah.
Brian. Woo.
Metaphors.
So
incredible pen, incredible
days.
voice.
That's great.
Yeah.
Your words are everything.
I ain't never seen a pen drink ink either.
That part. You had some
Yeah.
metaphors in there that were definitely mind blowing. I love the way you opened it. Where it reached into my chest to grab my heart, but you massaged it instead of ripping it out. You massaged it. I'm not saying your exact words, but you know that's what I got from it, and that was dope.
You know, they have to do that sometimes when people have a heart attack. They have to reach in and massage the heart back to life.
Mm-hmm. Amazing, brother. Amazing. Thank you for sharing with us tonight. And y'all keep that love going. Y'all keep loving on each other. It's not always easy to express these words. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going deep tonight. Y'all make sure y'all keep that love going. Keep uplifting the room. Let's make sure that we know that family is here for you, so you can always feel comfortable to get whatever's on your heart or on your mind, and get free from it. Dope piece. Y'all keep loving on Generalissimo, and at the same time, open up your hearts and your mics, and let's show some love to Mrwitzthepoet.
Whisper.
So this is kind of a special thing tonight. I talked with the Magus earlier, and I am going to read a piece of his that I absolutely love. And then I wrote a poem that takes place between God and myself, and he is going to play the role of God in this poem. So I'm going to read his first. This is called the Gaian Epiphany. I just had an epiphany. It's all become clear like cut glass crystal from Tiffany. All of this, all we see, we're an organism, interplanetary. God, we're Gaia, we're chaos born. We're not a womb from which we're torn, but rather we're a single entity, one world of infinite diversity. E pluribus unum is one way to put it. Until you've seen it, your third eye's hooded from the beauty of this revelation. You must see the implication. Sex, race, religion, these are artificial means. By dividing, we conquer our own higher dreams of evolving into the Gaia mind. Or you're willfully choosing to be blind. Then you devolve to become what you believe, outside this whole as you perceive. A parasite on this earth, our host. You always hurt what you love the most. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost are patriarchy's highest toast. Monotheism predicts a disaster. Our destiny, we must master, and our higher minds illuminate that ours is Gaia's fate. The tree of life you must not kill. Love and do what thou will, as above, so below. Love your mother. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow.
Wow. So honored. Thank you.
I love the Gaia reference. I'm a sucker for Greek mythology, so I love that.
I love that piece. And Whisper, you brought a completely different energy to it, and I love that.
Thank you.
For
All right, Megan,
black,
are
like
you rock
Tiffany.
with it?
I'm ready to rock.
All right. This is called A Conversation with God.
Why are you crying, child?
He is lost to me.
Oh my God, I'm frozen. Second there. Sorry. Let's start again. Sorry.
Okay.
True though. Like I'm so happy you guys decided to do this. Like I'm like, who?
Okay, let's start with the title again. Sorry about this.
All right. This is A Conversation with God.
Why are you crying, child?
He is lost to me.
Is he?
By his own words, yes.
That is his choice.
You took him from me.
No, child.
You gave him to me. You gave us to each other, and then you took him away.
You chose. He chose. This is the outcome.
But he loved me. He loved me, and I loved him. I still love him, and you made him go. Why did you make him leave when I need him so much? You gave him to me. You gave me the apple.
You took the apple.
I am the apple.
Yes, child.
He wanted me. He loved me. Why?
I did not make the apple to tempt you, child. I made the apple so you could choose. I am God. I have free will. I created you in my image. You have the free will because I gave it to you. I gave you the apple so you could choose.
He did choose. He chose me.
Yes, child. And then he chose elsewhere. Now you must make your own choices. What will you choose, child?
I made my choice. You created me in your image. Your love is eternal, as is mine.
He did not choose you, child.
I cannot choose my heart. I gave him my love. My heart is true, and I cannot love another.
Then the path you choose will be a lonely one, child.
I love him, Father. You put him in my path. I gave him my love. I cannot unlove him.
You love him, but he has made his choice. You are not his choice. What will you do? What do you want?
I want him to be happy. If he is happy, I can survive losing him.
You are strong, child. Your heart will survive the loss of him.
No, Father, you are wrong.
You do not believe in your strength, child? Have faith, for your strength is my strength that I have given to you. You will survive this.
Yes, Father, I will survive it. But in living, I die. For to live life without my heart is no life. And my heart is already dead. It died when he left, and he is not coming back. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Whisper Poet.
Thank you, Megas.
Wow, wow, wow. Y'all open up your mics and show some love.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
that
that's
was brilliant.
boom.
That was brilliant. Wow.
Yeah.
You saw me like
Wow.
bawling, like already from the beginning. I was crying. Like you had me crying.
Thank you
Amazing.
guys so much. And thank you,
Truly
Megas.
dope.
I wrote that and I've performed it to myself before, and I could never do both voices because I needed that strong male voice to play God.
I thought he was. I thought that was him.
Yeah.
That voice, he
I
got
got
that perfect voice for that.
Skipper.
I was like, oh,
I was like, ooh, like that was
Well,
like Mufasa.
it was
Ooh.
great because it was good because I was watching you by yourself and hearing the voice. So you couldn't see God's voice, you just see yourself. So that helped me a lot to get into your space.
Thank you guys so much. This was a fun exercise in creativity and kind of taking a turn down different roads. So thank you so much. Thank you, fam.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
You could really see your voice, and you could hear it more than it's like, say if I wasn't looking at you, you could hear it, but like to see you performing it too was a different level because you could see it. You had me crying, like I couldn't stop. And at first, like I knew you were talking about death, then it went to Adam and Eve, then it went back to death, and I was like the seesaw of emotions. I was like, oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Good thing.
Powerful piece. Great share. I'm glad we was able to catch that tonight. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Just dope. And brilliant pen. You know, I thought y'all wrote that as a group piece, but for that to all come from one person in the mannerism of a split like that, you did a great deed. Thank you for sharing that and bringing that to this room tonight. Y'all give up some love again for Mrwitzthepoet and the Magus. While y'all doing that, open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to Nemo soon.
Thank you, Mr. Witz. Thank you, everyone.
Nemo. Oh, yeah.
What an amazing night. Everybody's really sharing themselves. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. I have a feature this Saturday at 9 p.m. on the dumping grounds. If you can join us, that would be awesome. I'm going to try something a little new, and I'll take a step in this direction tonight. I'm going to do 2 micro triptychs back to back, but I'm going to present them a little bit differently. So I'll see what you think. Part 1. Do you ever have a day where you don't want to be awake, but staying in bed means more nightmares? Do you ever get up to find depression waiting in the hallway in all her splendor? Do you ever feel like you're trapped in a glass box and you can't touch anything? Everything is separated from you by a cool, lifeless pain. Do you ever get to the point where you haven't eaten because that would require making a decision, and that's too much to ask right now? Do you ever believe that everyone is upset and disappointed in you? You've used up the last of your friends' goodwill and support, and now you truly are alone. Do you ever sense that your messages aren't getting through, your words wasted, sent into the empty? Do you ever feel sad, and the only reason is that your mood has decided to fuck with you today? Do you ever want to scream? Do you ever need to cry? Do you ever have one of those days? Sad King John was just a boy when his reign began, handed a crown instead of a handkerchief when the crying wouldn't stop. Now it scrapes and screeches as he drags it along behind him. I crawl to the top of this pile of dead and dying thoughts and howl into the darkness. I will not be taken. Part 2. I asked my reflection to put down the spear so we could talk. I saw in his eyes years of mistrust, like, we've done this before, brother. I was supposed to be the second coming of my father, a scholar or a ditch digger, he would say. But I never could sit still long enough to become learned. So when I was handed a shovel, I didn't ask questions. I dug until the work consumed me, burned me, made me ash. But embers left glowing return. Every mistake, an ember glowing red on red, heat building until, behold, the garbage phoenix rises. Every failure a feather spread across the sky like the sunset when there's a storm coming. Thank you.
Peace. Y'all open up your mics and show some love to Nemo.
The garbage phoenix rises. Yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous imagery.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, beautiful, lovely. As
Nemo,
always.
what was that line about? You told your reflection to put down the spear or something like that?
What? That's so serious.
I dropped it. I wanted to put it in the chat, but I lost it. Well,
So we could talk. Yeah.
I asked my reflection to put down the spear so we could talk.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, that line I caught that one too.
Yeah, it's so fucking primal. Like, it could have been a gun, could have been a knife, could have been a brick, but you said a spear. You know, like, that's primal. Like, dope, hell of a line, man, hell of a line.
Thank you.
I also
we know my heart is dead. I
It takes intention.
Don't
So like
forget
this year, the use of the
Whisper,
spear.
yeah.
Talking
Whisper,
on-
then Heather.
Yeah, thank you.
Whisper, then Heaven. Go.
Yep. Nemo, you know my heart was dead from my poem. I want to go get it back and give it to you so you can break it because you do it every damn time. That was fire. That was fire.
Thank you.
Heather.
Hi.
Was you saying something to Nemo?
Yeah, we
Oh,
missed
yeah.
your comments. Yes.
Oh, no, I loved his piece. No, I was just building on the spear analogy and the love of it. It was really because it was intentional. Like when they were saying primal, it was very intentional with force. So it could have been a gun, something impulsive. It could have been, it could have been anything else, like a knife, but like a spear, that's something that you have to sit, intentionally pull back, use your core strength for and thrust. So I liked how that symbolized the intentional dislike of oneself. And you saying put that down. It was very powerful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Amazing work, Nemo.
Megas, did you have
Megas, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, it was a really strong read, Nemo, brother. I've heard that poem before, but it just gets better with every repeat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love being here to read with the energy in this space. So
what a great space this is. Thank you, Mr. Witz.
No, thank you
Yeah.
all. This space couldn't be a space without you continuously showing up and being a part of it. This is our space. This ain't my space. This is our space. So
Yeah.
thank y'all for being part of this family.
And Nemo, I just want to say I absolutely love your work, and especially the first piece. Well, both pieces were phenomenal, but the way you dress up depression and give it this life. And it's because it does become this entity within us that kind of takes over. And so the imagery of that was just profound. So thank you. I love your work and hoping that I can tap in on Saturday to see your feature. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Gifted.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
I love you, Gifted. You are amazing. Thank you.
I love you too.
That's what's up. That love is everything. I swear it is. And I hate to interrupt any of it. So, I'm glad that it got to go around and everybody express it. If it's in you and you feel it, something touches you, give it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not always easy sharing these pieces. And a lot of them come from, some sort of trauma or torment that we put ourselves through on a daily basis, just trying to dig our way out of these dark spaces. So, and keep loving on each other. Nemo, great read, man. I love how you coming along with your work. Like you continue to work on yourself, and I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Yeah, dope work. With that being said, y'all keep giving it up. Show some more love to our brother Nemo. And while y'all loving on Nemo, open up your hearts and your mics for my brother Royal Trench in the building.
Woo! Let's go. Royal Trench.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? How we doing? Mr. Witz.
What's up, King? You made it through, man.
What's happening, bro? You know we gonna come through. First off, I want to just put it out there that the piece that Mr. Witz had read today, I was able to hear yesterday, and first time hearing it, first time reading it yesterday, so I got an exclusive. Fire, loved it. I like what you're doing with the read, because I know you said you were still working on the read, brother. So I'm loving what you're going with it. So I'm gonna show a couple of not PTR, but picture, because the two pieces I'm gonna read came from picture prompts. The first one, and the piece goes, here's a story of a lovely lady. She wants to go from being ebony to a rare gem. You know, those diamonds in the sky only visible during the blue night. She's living just enough to see the signs with her name in neon lights, being the showcase for all men, but only wanted to be picked by him. Wanted to be rescued from the nightlife where she was at the Shaker Club stripping for the stars, while off stage her mind was at war. Her battle scars displayed in works of art, pictures depicting ways to escape. These clipped arts that covered her body, because she can never look at herself the same. It's rumored that people looked to needles to numb the pain, and she was the same. Permanent artistic lines of that black cocaine. She was addicted. Her high was pictographs that represent the changes in her life. Those metamorphoses from scraping by to being butterflies in the sky. She could go twice as high until another John's nuts brings her back. She entertains her tormentor, those jokes that poke away at her exoskeleton, has her frame hopes to trigger her exodus. She's using her tears to wash out the bridges connecting body to get this money, and how did I get here? Rapid firing questions like, where did I get lost on my path of my dreams, and how many men before my aura is considered unclean, and is it too late to be redeemed? Boulders of self-resentment temporarily block the image of her body, so she allows these masculine man slide to let his man slide into her too, because she rather lie than tell the truth. She rather accept than to deny. She rather battle emotionally than to confront this demon. So now she's sitting in this chair, stained with the tears of regret, littered with the shell case and the prophylactic bullets that penetrated her fully but never satisfying. She's sitting on the cushion where her soul soaks into the pillow through the panty liners because always never guaranteed to protect her from the decisions she's made. So she uses this theme and frustrated squeeze of summer's eve to flush douchebags out. But the lingering scent of plastic is still prevalent when she opens her mouth. A hefty price to pay that she is not glad. As past collaborators' elation lingers as stale smoke, but tell me, what would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry? And the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money.
Bro,
And
bro, we can't just waltz away from that. Like you didn't just do that.
Damn.
That was the most profound silent mic drop that just happened.
And the courage to write it from a woman's perspective and pull it off. That's, I'm not even the one to say that, you know. That's
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Profound.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, on so many levels. On so many levels: survival, economy, animalism, motherhood. It doesn't stop there. Compassion, empathy.
Your word choice just brought us all to an all too familiar scene. That just was a brilliant right, brother. I couldn't let you just go without getting your flowers for that. Amazing share, amazing penmanship.
Man, thank y'all so much. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry.
Ray Jane, what'd you think of that? I like to hear it.
Man, I'm still recovering from it, man.
Can you believe a guy wrote that?
Of course.
Yeah.
course.
That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. That's good to hear. Not enough men can write that, so that's props right there. Part of the problem. Yeah. You know, when they finally started doing, like, it became popular with male stripper bars, it just wasn't the same. You can't flip the coin on that one. You know, what was the name of those guys that became famous and did Vegas all the time? Join them, Chippendales. You know, you take that story with that picture and you flip it with the Chippendale. You don't. It's not the same. It's just not the same. There's an equation that's missing in that story.
Well, the big equation is a man can't reproduce a child. You know what I'm saying? It take a woman to do that.
Yeah.
And so then a man can make those sacrifices in that mannerism that a woman.
Well, between holographs and the petri dish, don't hold your breath too long on that one. Strange days are coming. Strange days are coming.
Yeah, they still can't put
I've been following genetics and for a long time, 20 years. It's a twisted time to be alive. Divide and conquer is the big fuck you. That's what we got to watch out for.
Totally agree with you, CC. Roy, Drench, you got another piece for us, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. This one is gonna be a little bit more sensual. If that's all right. Is that okay? You don't mind?
It's welcome. Everything is safe in here.
All right. This is the picture. All right. This is the picture for this next piece. And it starts off. You played. I was your instrument when you needed to hear my sweet melody. You played me. Pushing me past my boundaries when I had nothing less to give. You kept extracting. You played me. I bore everything, embraced you, and never complained. You played me. There were nights where I danced alone. Seduction and passion exchanged as you held me tight and I held you back. Nights where we supported each other, no words, just notes that expressed those moments perfectly. You played me. Then there were those evenings where you twirled me, had me on the heel of my feet as you enthusiastically stringed my strings, but then it ended. You put me away, no explanations. Did you feel remorse? Did you miss our complicated, beautiful noise? Did you have anything you wanted to say? Did you just play me till you no longer wanted to play? Intermission. I sit, present on the stage of our bedroom, perched on this former shell of once majestic majesty, holding your ebony cello frame in between my legs, leaning your full figure thickness against my waiting thigh stand. I embrace, and though not physically, I feel you reciprocate. I feel you give me consent, knowing I will play a symphony based off of our sheet music. I'm not a professional, but your instrument, I'm still learning. And you allow me to manipulate you, allow me to produce octaves from alto to soprano through those do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, dos. Baby, we are going to produce soul. Synchronize our bodies and minds, synthesize your moans into instrumentals as I slide my hand plucking the strings of your full body cello. This evening, with these motions, I watch waves of sound create a sexual noise of serenading as our compositions connect with unsuspected audiences. Your song will create a cult following full of members searching for the same. And that's when we will name this piece The Night You Came. Thank you.
Y'all open up y'all mic to show some love for Royal Drench.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Awesome.
Woo! Damn. Way to tell his story, brother.
Hey man, thank y'all so much. It's an honor. And I will keep showing up for the fam. You know, we gonna show up for the fam.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, bro. You brought that heat tonight, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing with us, for real.
Absolutely loved both pieces, especially with the imagery and the words that were created around the imagery. Opening lines of both pieces. It's absolute fire and brilliant. Well done. You're getting some love.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, blessings and thank you so much.
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna close the mic. I think if there's anybody in this room that hasn't raised their hand to perform and you would like to, I'm gonna give it one more round, one more opportunity to do so. I'm sending through the list of those who are coming through right now. And if there's no one after that, we're gonna end up after this. All right. So with that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics, show some love to Marianne Peterson.
Woohoo, Marianne!
Marianne.
We had the funeral for my husband's family member today. And we were part of the funeral procession. And we were the last car of the funeral procession. I recited the poem I wrote in memory of her. And then my son went up twice at the funeral to say nice things about who was known as Grandma Opal to him. So since we had a funeral day, the first thing I'm gonna do is a song called Up There in Heaven that I wrote a while ago in 1994 because of a neighbor of mine dying when it was 1994 that I knew and went over to her house quite a bit. But it's also good in this situation since we just had a funeral today. It's called Up There in Heaven. One day I'll see you again up there in heaven. I can't wait until that day comes. I'll be happy to see you again up there in heaven. Up there in heaven, up there in heaven, up there in heaven. I'll see you one day. Up there in heaven, there's no pain. Up there in heaven, there's no sadness. Up there in heaven, there's no fear. Up there in heaven, there's no tears. Up there in heaven, up there in heaven, up there in heaven, I'll see you one day. That's it for that one. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is a poem that I wrote on the 4th of this month, and it's based on a writing prompt. The writing prompt was If I Could Call Heaven. That's what I came up with for that one, and I called it If I Could Call Heaven. If I could call heaven, I would talk to my grandfather, adoptive dad. I would say I love him and miss him to this day. If I could call heaven, I would talk to my miscarried baby too. I would say I wish I could have held you. I would say I love them. I would talk as long as I could without delay. If I could call heaven, I believe I would be okay. That's it for that one.
That is an amazing, heartbreaking, beautiful, honest piece.
Thanks.
Yeah, both shares, man. Yeah, we sending positive energy to your family to keep y'all to keep y'all strong. That's powerful. With your son going up there and speaking, not just once, but twice and 2 and 3 times to express, how he's feeling. He's on the right path. You're being a prime example of what it means to speak your truth and be able to hear your soul. You're doing a great job with him.
Thanks.
Proud of you and
Thanks. And I do have a feature tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on the Hood of Poet 29's page because I won his poetry contest. So I got to a feature on his page.
Oh, ain't right, but yeah, we'll have to. Yeah,
we'll
that's awesome.
We have to do that, on the back end. You're right.
That's very awesome.
Yeah,
and
I'm
so proud of you, Mary Ann, and proud of the courage that you and your son displayed during your homegoing service for Grandma Opal. So I'm so proud of you all and so proud of how you're rearing him. That's amazing. So keep doing the good work. Yeah.
Mary Ann, you always inspire me by how you just keep going and stuff happens, but you just keep going. And
thanks.
That inspires me.
Thanks.
So powerful.
Oh, and my favorite line, I'm so sorry. If I could call heaven, I'd be okay. I believe I would be okay. And I believe that too. I wish I could call heaven too.
Thanks.
That's beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And
you're welcome.
See how it affects everyone. Everybody can place themselves within that right, and want to make those connections in their own spaces as well. So thank you for sharing that. That was very deep.
You're welcome.
We love you, Mary Ann. Y'all keep giving that love. open your mics again and show some love and support to Mary Ann Peterson.
That was beautiful, 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 beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gorgeous work. Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm.
And while y'all doing that, keep your mics open and let's show some love to author Nicole S. Brown.
Whoop, yeah, yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yes.
Hi everyone. I have two pieces. One is called I wrote it on Saturday night. It's called You Get What You Give. When I focused on knowledge, people said to me, "You got the music in you." When I focused on music, people said to me, "You got the knowledge in you." When I focused on writing, people said, "You ain't got nothing but useless information on paper." When I focused on my best friend / lover, people said, "You are crazy as fuck and need to live in a mental institution." I didn't know what my solution was, but to add it all together because often I wanted to give up on life because I'm multi-talented and the talents keep multiplying. Bullies want to keep pushing me into dying, but I know that I have a reason to live because we only get what we give. I've been given a lot. I've given a lot. With everything in my life, I have an attitude of give it all you got. I think of myself as being a new radical and saying, "You got the music in you. Don't let go. You got the music in you. What there's left, the world is gonna pull through. Don't give up. You got a reason to live. Can't forget, we only get what we give. Don't let go. I feel the music in you. Don't let go. Fly high. High. What's real can't die. My love for knowledge, my love for music, my love for writing, my love for my best friends, / love of myself and others. And my other talents are real and can't die. So all of those who don't want me to succeed, my only advice to you is to get on your knees and pray to God to find out what your purpose is because you only get what you give. You're gonna get what you give. Don't give up. Just don't be afraid to leave. Don't let go. One dance left. Don't give up. Can't forget. Don't let go. I'm not letting go of what I've been given. Too much was given, much is required. And my gifts will soon make room for me and my true family. The Bible says, "Give and it shall be given to you in good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and run it over." The new song, the song by New Radicals, it also says, "You get what you give. You only get what you give." I'm gonna keep on pushing to get many 4-leaf clovers because I got the music in me. And I will keep singing, dancing, learning, loving, writing, and much more until my life song field concert is over. You got the music in you. So to do so whatever you have to do to make your dreams come true. This is yet another message in the life that's true. God bless you.
Mm, 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 mm.
Perfect song too. Perfect song. Perfect song.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that was kick-ass.
Wow.
It was good work. It's good work in the heart, good work in the soul, and especially don't be afraid to leave. That went deeper than don't be afraid to die. That was big. Bigger than you. I don't know. I think you just taught me something. And now I might
I
have
liked
to
about that piece is
I might
that
have to change a different song. Although I got something I want to been doing for CP for a long time, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That was breathtakingly brilliant, man. That was so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. Wow.
what I really liked in that piece, Nicole, is people always see what they want. They always point out what they want to see in you. So rather than letting you live in the light that you shine, they want to redirect that light, whether it be through a mirror or some sort of prism. I'm glad that you're holding strong to who you are being multifaceted and utilizing every part of it. Great piece.
And I'm glad you brought up the bully too. The bully is a very strange dynamic in life. Very, very strange. It's a very, very, very weak predator with a lot of power. Remember that. Predators, bullies are very, very weak. They can't find compassion. They can't find love. They can't find. So they literally seek out the strongest hearts, but they're also the most sensitive, and that's. Yeah, I used to say I was born under a kick me sign, so I know that one.
Thank you. I got one more. It's shorter than the other one. It's kind of personal. Well, both of them are kind of personal. It's called, I wrote this one on November the 15th at 2:40. It's called How Did I Get Life? I tried to get away from you. When I finally did so, I stayed away. And you searched to and fro for me, and my life again could have ended in tragedy. Why did I get stuck with you? Why are you so stuck with me? I no longer wanted to be part of your family. You called me, begged me back, and said to me, why did you run away from me because you brought joy to my life? I ran away because I never became your wife. You begged me to come home. I said no to you and for you to leave me alone. You never did, and you told me that I was a bad mom, so you're a much wanted but never bored kid. I'm wondering what to you I did, and that you're so attached to me, and I never became your wife. It makes no sense to me why I'm stuck with you and all of this unnecessary pain and strife that could you cause. This love is a bloody wound that permeates scars. It's you. You are the cause and the because. You are stuck on what never was. I never was made your wife. I'm stuck with you though. And I just have a question about this pain and strife. Tell me, how did I get life? That's that piece.
Wow. Wow. Way to flip that. Y'all open up your mics and show some love.
Ooh, right the way you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful delivery. Really powerful.
Thank you.
Powerful words, powerful words. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you tonight and always. Keep keep shining your light. Trust me, it radiates outwards, and people are afraid to see that shine when they can't find it in themselves. So you continue to do you.
Thank you.
Y'all keep that love going for Author Nicole Brown. And while y'all doing that, open up your mics and your hearts and let's show some love to Kazi Kahas.
Kazi!
Hello, everyone. Hold
Kazi!
up. What's up? How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing good. What's up, Mr. Wiz? Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on here, man. It's my first time here. And I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much.
Man, blessings. Yeah, definitely. You know, we shared space, so I definitely enjoy your energy. I'm glad you was able to make it tonight.
Thank you. Real quick, my phone's been tripping, so I hope it doesn't go out. If it does, I'll be right back. But okay. So this piece that I have for y'all tonight, I basically what I am doing is giving my boy in the hood some life advice. Okay. It's titled Viable Vernaculars. Most deaf, copping a dope crib is fresher than pushing a fly whip or cuffing a bad chick. No diggity. Peep game, y'all. Most mugs with lots of cheddars ain't even hip to all the mad haterade coming from all these whack shade throwing busters and gold diggers. Posted up on the block flipping them birds all day would only get you so far. Your swag may be on fleek, but all that stuff ain't got you tripping, yo. Acting all pet, politicking with Poe, collaborating with Marx, coming out the side of your neck. You finna make a nigga wanna catch a body, yo, real rap. I'm just trying to parlay up in this piece while stacking all my cream from my 9 to 5, you feel me? Check it though. I'm about to dip right quick. I gotta drop my seed off. Then I'm gonna go check out this one pair of kicks. There's these Johns I've been trying to cop. So I'm finna be gone for a hot minute, but I'll hit you as soon as I land. In the mean, stay away from all these pigeons, herbs, chickens, and scrubs. They ain't riding for you, man. Only your true peeps will hold you down and keep it 100 with you, word up. Now, for those who may not have understood what I said, allow me to translate. Purchasing a nice house is definitely better than having a nice car or a trophy wife, without a doubt. Allow me to elaborate. Most people with a lot of money are completely oblivious to the exorbitant amount of envy exuding from these slanderously false heretics and opportunistically materialistic women. Standing on the corner all day, distributing pounds of narcotics for monetary gain will only get you so far in life. Now, your funky, not giving a hoot type of attitude may look cool to your friends, but it seems to be getting to your head. You've been acting quite paranoid and fraternizing a great deal with the police, collaborating with known enemies, inconspicuously tattletaling on people, speaking with such blatant disrespect. You're bound to make someone inclined to want to take your life. That's the honest truth. My only desire is going home after a hard day's work while saving up as much of my money as I can. You understand? Now, I am going to have to leave shortly for a little bit. I have to drop off my child. I would also like to check out this one pair of sneakers, which I've been eyeing for quite a while now. So I may possibly be gone for quite some time, but I will contact your cell phone as soon as I get back home. In the meantime, stay away from all the societal dregs, both male and female. They have their own hidden agendas and ulterior motives for associating with you. Only your true friends will have your best interests in mind and will always be honest with you. Trust me. Thank you.
Oh, that was the.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the code switch.
yeah.
I love the flip. I love it. I love it. And oh my God, that was amazing. That's an amazing piece, Kazi. Oh wow. Big up.
Thank you so much.
That's the second time I heard that one. That is brilliant. It is just brilliant.
Thank you.
And it's so important. It's so important. And I think I said this last time I heard it. In my life, I've always been fortunate enough to have somebody in your life, no matter what decade of life you're in, teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, always have somebody in every decade in your life, because that's where that insight comes from. Because every new generation comes up with their own safety talk.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And before you know it, you think you're 20 and something and you're hip, but when you're 30, you're not going to know what the teens are saying. That's how important that is.
Wow.
And you have to update it all the time. You could do another one in 10 years. It'll be a whole new. Got my job sitting on my other side. You know, you never know what the phrase is going to be and how it turns on you.
Absolutely.
And it was really true during the 70s and 80s with AIDS. You didn't know what the words were. If you weren't on the inside, if you didn't have any gay friends, you didn't know. I remember everyone out and bought member jackets because they were really hip. Everyone wanted a member jacket. They didn't know what a member jacket was, though. So there's a lot of flip in there. That's good work. It's important work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy, that was some education right there. The members only jackets, huh? Listen, he went there. Come on, Kazi, let's get that piece out, you brother.
Okay, I can spit another one? Oh, okay.
You got two, right?
I got another one for you. Hold on just 1 second. If you would just give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Actually, no, I got it in my head. You know what? This one is called When I Was Just a Boy. When I was just a boy, I had no idea of that which I never knew I didn't know, which is everything I know now. Had I known, I would have been unknowingly ahead of myself, leaving me far behind everything that I was to be, that being me. The memory of my past is presently here to write my history's future, which I forgot to not remember so that I wouldn't forget. If I recall, yesterday was tomorrow's today. Therefore, I never called in the first place. Yet you question my calling with the questionable answer you call for. I find that if I lose myself to be found, I will not be lost. So intrepidly, I trek the trepidation of my odyssey quest while fearing my fear of nothing. I can hear the blaring of eyes while blindly looking to see what I can envision myself hearing. I look at that which I've been heard to have seen. A crystal clear, hazy fog, condoning the enablings of thwarting inhibitions, freely incarcerating my imprisoned liberties, permanently making my freedom temporary, like a finite infinity ending in a never-ending beginning. So I shall stop to start the completion of my commencement before the aftermath rises up to come down into the full emptiness of my vastly expanded limitations. See, I've been gone just to come home. So excuse me as I leave for my return. Thank you.
Man, y'all open up your mics and show some love. Thank you,
Speaking my
Kazi.
language, Kazi.
Kazi Kaz, gotta come back.
We're
Yeah.
so glad you're here.
Yeah, so glad you came. Yeah.
I love
Thank you for
how our discussions. I like
sorry?
your style. I like how a lot of your pieces, at least from what I've heard so far, I like the format of them because it's like you're having a conversation and you're pleading a case, but you're doing it within the attention span of a toddler. So it's more like it's performance poetry, but then it's like falling in the same timeline as like slam almost. But you can tell you have a direct audience in your argument, and I like the way you have it formatted to speak to them.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Wow. I appreciate that so much. Wow.
Another amazing piece. Another amazing piece. I missed that imprisoning part. I put in there rewind because it was like that was an amazing piece. Thank you.
I thank you very much. I can spit it for you again if you want, but now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, brother. Again, thank you for sharing. And, make this your home, brother. We here every Wednesday. Just, continue to stay in the loop and try to keep you informed as much as possible. And again, make this your home. This is where we at, bro.
Yes. Thank you. I will. Thank you so much.
Y'all give it up again for Kazi Kaz. And y'all open up your hearts and your mics at the same time. Let's show some love to Sidekick.
Woo!
What up, y'all? It's great to be in the house, man. Y'all all sound
Hi,
beautiful
Jake.
today.
Heavy, bro. Look, you had to turn it sideways on us, huh?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I might be able to switch that up for y'all. That a little better?
Yeah, it's all good, brother. However you wanted to flip it, I thought you did that on purpose.
Nice. Okay, cool.
We're gonna need you to tilt it down though, because we're not getting the full beard.
I don't think there's a big enough camera this side of the Mississippi to catch the whole thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Wow.
Dude, I wanted to do 2 pieces for y'all tonight if that was all right, man. I've been loving what everybody's been sharing. So I'm gonna share a piece that's a little bit darker, and then yeah, I'd love to end on another poem that I did not write, but is about one of my favorite places on earth. So this first one was written by me, and this is called Bluebird. Leather rattles through belt loops of fire, crack snaps at the end. It's folded in two as a half-drunk father stumps off a porch, cussing as if under gunfire, raging through a field like he's after a prisoner of war in his mind. She is not his daughter, or a blonde hair, blue bird-eyed angel. It is not spilt milk. It's a violation of trust, he said. She kneels down and prays God makes her like my eyes, Lord, a blue bird to fly away. She does not ask to go anywhere other than just fly away. I still don't know if he ever found her that day, but she surely had her wings beat off to the rhythm of a woodpecker trying to hollow out a hole in this world to hide herself in. Her eyes shine too bright to not be picked up by every peacocking man for attention. These vultures can smell a free meal. They have no stamina for building homes or a nest, only a resting place. This sea has the gall to swallow all her kindness and youth. It's an eagle dive of love making, robbing her smiles for a moment. Jay offers her a nighthawk in a needle. They tarred and feathered her teenage years in black heroin. Sex on the beach turned into a gray goose. Sangria covered their sins. The daiquiri girl became a wild turkey. Party rules 101. Everybody loves the drunk girl until she's vomiting all that she's tried to spare you from swallowing. A broken beak for believing that she could speak to him when he's 3 birds stoned, hooting and hollering her father's talents coming, and another one parroting his words. She is humming a prayer again. God, make me a bird like these blue eyes and help me fly away. Her bones are so light now. With tail between her legs, she stands on the rail of a hotel balcony, outstretched wings, her breast filled with the falcon fentanyl, eyes sunk in. She thinks maybe I am a bird and I could fly tonight, but she never jumps. She steps back onto that hotel balcony and walks through the floor, found herself a crane of a man to lift her up, a dove love. She became a stork baby bear and has been clean since the night God answered her prayer, stopped the mocking, and honored this nightingale. She sees her kingfisher husband be the father she always wished she had, to the spitting image of her daughter with those same bluebird eyes as they both fly away. Thank you.
Damn, Sidekick, you fucked that up. Them bird schemes was crazy. Even how you took it through the alcoholism. You started with the description, then you went into the behavior, then you went into the alcohol, and you just kept going and just describing everything through the analogy of birds was brilliant, bro. Great, right? Great, right?
Thank you. Dude, thank you, y'all. Yeah, on a lighter note, as me and my friends continue to find our sobriety and our little heavens or safe havens in this world, this is a poem by a guy named Sam Cooke called Up North. Up north is a certain way the wind feels on your face, and the way an old wool short feels on your back. It's the peace that comes over you when you sit down to read one of your old trip journals, or the anticipation that bubbles inside when you start staring through your tackle box in early spring. Up north is the smell of a Duluth pack hanging in your basement and the sound of pots clinking across a lake. It's a raindrop clinging to pine needles and the dancing lights of a campfire on the faces of friends. Up north is a lone set of cross-country ski tracks across a wilderness lake and a wood smoke rising from a cabin chimney. It's bunchberries in June, blueberries in July, and wild rice in September. Each of us has an up north. It's a time and place far from the here and now. It's a map on the wall, a dream in the making, a tugging at one's soul. For those who feel the tug, who make the dream happen, who put the map in the backpack, in the knapsack, and go. The world is never quite the same again. We have been up north, and part of us always will be. Thank you, guys.
Y'all open up your mics and show some love to Sidekick.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Hella read, bro. Hella read.
Yeah,
Hella read.
Yeah.
And hella right. Hella right. The writing was solid as fuck, man. That's some solid writing.
Pin game cutting up, bro. Pin game cutting up. I told you that the last few times that you visited. Yeah, your pin game is on the next level right now. I see you.
Trying to keep up with you, Wits.
Don't keep up with me. You know, your only competition is yourself. And as long as you continue to defeat that, you know, you constantly growing. So salute to you.
Absolutely.
Salute. And y'all keep that love going in and out of the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these last few artists in. I got an early morning. I say this every week, but I'm gonna be here as long as y'all gonna be here. I appreciate y'all continuous visitation. And again, you know, this is home. This is home. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to CP Maze.
CP!
Hello,
Come on, Maze, let's do it.
CP!
My last 2 days have been crazy as fuck. People from this foundation, they flew people in. People drove from out of city to interview me and do a video over a poem I did advocating for kids with mental health issues. And I'm starting to realize, like, all of us in this room, like, we're just as dope as an Emily Dickinson or a fucking Thoreau, you know? Like, you just haven't heard it yet. But here's 2 pieces. Both are writing prompts that were given to me over the span of, I think 2 years ago, these were writing prompts from the same person. This first poem is called Bullyville. Walking into this pawn shop with the Bible, because I'm dying to know what God's word's worth. Pops took hammer to nail to 2x4. On some fuck, I need a gun, I can still go to war. Customer service, checkout, Home Depot, we know. Off grid, off radar, up early and off early, early up in Lowe's. No need for a 12 gauge shotgun, just 18 gauge coated steel, pneumatic finish nails in a nail gun. If not a nail gun, then some artery severers, bone marrow scatterer, XTRs, 24-volt variable, 18-volt variable speed, cordless reciprocating saw, or buzz saw, or saw, what seesaw with me, CC teetering between Dr. Feelgood. You better cage me, free me, started from the bottom, God top shelf me, nurse me, back to health, back to death. Either way, flush fucking Jameson out of this IV now, overflowing with saliva, a low self-esteem, gorgeous cadavers, and a handle of gentleman's JD, and light me up a cigarette, baby. I'm tasting a hallelujah first time. Still on some fucker gun. I can still go to war. Customer service, checkout line. That's calm. The coma. About to cash in a coupon on this buzzsaw. Saw these nail guns, cause too many cats, too many stars, too many soft hearts. Too many boy cat shorts, too many showing off their comments tails. I might have to nail gun one. I was raised on the north side of hell. And even as a little tombstone, I was armed with nothing but Papa's pocket knife. I was still graveyard daffodilling, goose canoe chumps, candy apples. As a little rascal in here, they call it Bullyville. And motherfucker, all I've ever known was nonfiction. And every hearse hurts. It's why I'm walking into this pawn shop with the Bible, because I'm dying to know what God's words were. Poem. Bullyville.
Wow. Wow.
Boom.
Wow. And the way you ended that.
You're a force of nature, a hurricane poet.
Appreciate it.
You know, I got to give the love to the. You opened it up with the story about they came to you. They came to Houston to film this thing.
Yeah, not this poem. Like a poem I did. Like
yeah. But that's a big deal. They flew him to New York. That's why I got to meet him once before. But when I think one of the most important things we could do for you, CP, is that no matter what happens in the fucking helium that gets pumped into you for being good and doing the job that we're all trying to do, if you get lifted up, just remember that string is tied here, you know, because when we believe our own shit is better than all of us are that important, then that's where that thread gets let go of. And same thing with Ray Jane, and she got her book out now with a fucking album, and it's like when one of us rise, all of us rise. One of us falls, we should all be there to catch, because that shit don't last. That fame is not. That's the shit's plastic. It don't last. You get replaced as soon as it's just like when you're a kid, you played King of the Hill. That shit don't end. That's not what's real. What's real is the love in this room. And by the way, that was a good piece too.
Appreciate that. Yeah, like I've always felt as if like in the highs and lows, like why just be good? Why like good or better than good or great or whatever people will tag you with? Like why be that by yourself? You know, like come up with the people you came up with. Like why? I mean, you can be a piece of shit by yourself. Do that, but like anything positive, like bring your people with you. You know. Here's another definitely an experimental piece. The writing prompt was, I'm not a fire starter, but gasoline runs in my family. So I kind of was attracted to it. It goes like this. It's called Fire Starters Gasoline. Low birth rates, young death dates. Two young death rates echo throughout our bloodlines, timelines. Predecessor, we're restless, reckless. The remaining rest of us refuse to show up to our death dates with death later or make death wait. Mid-Atlantic Ocean, beautiful blue eyes, her soft as sexy silk, sexy skin lips. Believe me, I've memorized death's face. Family trace our veins. All 93% octane. Arteries all vodka. When pushed, we push back, push the envelope, push further, farther, and harder. Oxymoron, adjust the position. An onomatopoeia for a firearm, adjust the position. Feng shui, the syllabics in feng shui, it stanzas, and watch me adjust their position. I ain't afraid to switch perspectives, ain't afraid to slide a synonym inside a suicide vest. Sashay turned a thesaurus into a Tyrannosaurus Rex with the dead man switch. What do you do when your bloodline's instincts are prepared to go extinct? My sister and my kid sister's intuition can have you coming up missing. Trust me, and I'm the dead man switch. Tales from the crypt. Halo couldn't fit. Hell couldn't suit me, took an angel and a tailor needle thick with the stitch, 5 pounds, 7 ounces, howl, all fucking flint, 4 pounds, 11 ounces, growl, all fucking flint, double down on the pedigree, flint, flicker, I birthed twins, both twins, flints, flicker, from a son of a gun, quick to tell his 7-year young sons, paper soldiers, bullies, gum flapping, tapping on last nerves, always notice the sheep. The sheep's weak. Merely me making moves, mustering up more courage and more courage and more courage by merely moving mostly and fucking herds mostly. A bunch of Mr. Monostat, pap smear, mere menstrual cycle, mere yeast infection, mere pap smear men, douche canoe dudes, whoever, whenever their won't get gone. Gone glide with no net, like no sweat before the wax melts. Being bold, brave, break a sunrise down into a sunset down, into a sundown down in a blaze of glory. And go get your goddamn Kid Icarus on. Go get Dazzle, a gram of graveyard. Don't get Dazzle, a gallon of gasoline mixed in 8 ounces of Holy Ghost spitting. Go get your kid chaos on. No means, no bygones be bygones, break jaw, break bone. Then babble off in Babylon, these coward cowboys hot dogging in the end zone, y'all. We live in sudden death and die with no fears of playing in sudden death. Go ahead and try to go Greek god Zeus and go get your god of lightning on, Game of Thrones on, remember the Titans on, go Braveheart, get your gladiator on and watch how my bloodline go Neanderthal caveman and get our Barney Rubble on, then go Fred Flintstone and let the little Bam Bam do the goddamn rest. All else fails, son. Remember, just get your flint on. Flint on. Both bloodline boys born of brimstone, passed on. From a father, birth of concrete and stone, their father. Praying my sins ain't passed on. That's their father. Feeling as if heaven passed on their father. Feeling as if heaven passed me over, like, why bother about their father? Don't ask me why my father did father my daddy. His Messiah, my Messiah's daddy, whose daddy is God. Our Heavenly Father, Pappy, don't ask me why daily all three pray for me like I don't know about goddamn Maze or if he's committing blasphemy. Mortgage been missed. Like napalm sticks to kids. Tom sharing hell misneglected. Claiming I'm 2 months, 2 weeks, and this is day number 6, and I'm 6 or 7 sins late on rent, chasing the light at the end of the tunnel just proves this hollow a costume minus the Jews. Ask my gorgeous Gaia how I'm gorgeous, graveyard bristle, then ask my gracious, grace-filled God how I'm three-chord Monty with my gifts, always making multiple marital moves, moving like I must be Mormon. I married metaphor, then married meter, then married a tricky dichotomy. Divorced air quotes and her play sister apostrophe. Every week, I'm underneath my boatman's feet. Boiling water, he's chain smoking, flicking ashes in my menthol, all Marlboro gasoline runs in my family. We carry heavy baggage, harbor cargo. Text me Jesus, Eve, and Mary's addresses and assholes to address before angels address us as fuego. Jet fuel is in these things. No. I don't go postal. No, 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 you don't want to see me pissed off or I lift off with a pistol. Rocket Man maze. Rocket Man maze. Go out of surface to surface with a metaphor or a goddamn missile. Make me go prohibition and I'll dry up your literally liver, fire starters, gasoline. I took that. I shook that. Find an instrumental and verse. Then come back and let me hook that. Tell queens, pawns, and all the knights I was raised in the tower with no lights. Castle me, I grew up where the rook's at. Dead man switch. You don't want to flip that. Poem. Writing prompts. Yay. Thank y'all for the patience.
So CP, if I may, I feel like I want to thank you for having the courtesy to always let me down with like a 2 or a 1 at the end of the poem, you know, a nice soft landing, except when the times when we didn't land, we're going right back up. But it's enjoyable.
Yeah, it was fun pieces. Like having fun writing. Writing for writing's sake. It's fun. It's hella fun. Yeah. It was something I wanted to say. Where's where did she go? Where did she go? Did she leave? The one who sung the song? Oh, she left it. Yes, she did.
Yes. Author Nicole Brown. She left.
She left. Okay. Damn it. Okay, cool. But yeah, thank y'all for the love. Nemo, I'll be at the feature unless a naked Nemo walks by. That's gonna take my attention away from a regular Nemo. I mean, you know. I'll be there, Nemo, to support you. I'll be drunk. I'll be the guy wearing nothing but a sock and a belt.
Yeah, those Nega Nemos are everywhere.
That's the vibe.
Oh man, I love it. Love it. Y'all fucking hilarious. Oh man, naked Nemos. That's funny. Is that a Christmas gift? Is that something that you hang from the tree? What is
put him next to the dancing, Santa Claus, whatever, the little dancing Santa Claus y'all be seeing in Walmart.
The rump shaking Santa Claus.
All the things I want to say are being edited at the last second. Nothing's getting through. So yeah.
Oh man, I love y'all. Let's get these last artists in, man. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock. Thank you, CP. Y'all show some more love to our brother CP Mays. And while y'all loving on CP, open y'all mics. And let's show some love for the first time, Miss Heather. I don't want to say your last name wrong.
Guevara, Guevara. There's no wrong way to say it, really. The fact that you tried is what matters.
I love it. Thank you for being here with us tonight, Queen.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, thank you for extending the invitation. It's been really great being able to be amongst a lot of other creatives and being able to hear all of your pieces. So I'm very grateful for tonight. Thank you. The ones, like, I had stuff in mind that I was gonna do. I'm gonna do 2. And then I changed my mind. So I'm gonna do 2, but I changed which ones I was gonna do. Some of these pieces are a little bit older. But I was kind of inspired by some of the pieces that I heard tonight, and I thought that these would fit, bearing souls and everything. And I don't want to talk about anything of substance, of the thoughts floating atop, first and foremost at the top of my mind's waters, or the melodies of my memories that haunt me at night, that creep and seep in even my deepest sleep, the one that's meant to be my sole respite and peace. And so I don't want to talk about anything of substance, of anything specifically or remotely that reminds me of why I now have to relearn how to breathe. So distract me, rewind and retract me, keep the shards of my mind from constantly ricocheting and refracting. Let's talk Uno or Pluto, or what's your take on manufactured fructose? Let's talk billiards and atoms, and what's your favorite fractions? Let's get really tossed or lost and discuss how you solve your PEMDAS. Or what makes the green green and greener pastures? Can we talk Gators, the Lakers, or any other mundane game that even with the results won't make or break us? And I don't want to talk about anything of substance. I'm over all the stresses, the color-coded dresses, the questions, the customary commentary and hollow suggestions, the rudimentary, complimentary, always consolatory. Apologies, we offer our condolences, and the required after overanalyzation of who and who's offered their tried and true emotions. I'm over the crises, the troubling things the conscience sees, and all the existence questioning happenings. And I'm tired of all of the formalities for the way in which we view the world in which we breed. And most people complain about the fact that they're boring. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here complaining why the hell I have to have one more story. And I don't want to talk about anything of substance. I want to be just dense, with a sprinkle of pretend, have my feelings held in suspense, where things for one moment can just make sense, while I try to make myself make sense and figure out how to justify my apprehensiveness that proves relentless in its rants and makes my teeth grind from the anxieties, the extent of the TMJ issues I am now only beginning to perceive. And I don't want to talk about anything of substance. I only want relief. So I can finally learn to just leave the things that need to be left be just be.
Woohoo! Yeah. Or
Phenomenally amazing. Wow. I don't want to talk about anything of substance.
And didn't put so much substance into the piece.
Yes.
That's what was so amazing about that.
It was a really bad time in my life. And it was just one of those things. We all deal with trauma. And then you get fried eventually, just continuously going through it. And when you have so much going on, the world tends to view you like a spectacle. And with social media and the constant dopamine injections that we get from just being online and involved by seeing other people's lives, I feel that it feeds into society and it feeds into our everyday lives and behaviors. And it results in a culture that thrives on visualizing other people's happenings and stories. So they're asking you, and that was where like the whole line came into play about the questions, the customary commentary and hollow suggestions, the rudimentary, complimentary, always consolatory. Apologies, we offer our condolences. So it's like you always have a bunch of people coming up to you and it's very hollow because, and when you're in that fried state of mind, people are asking you how you're doing and you get so used to the influx of it that you're not really filtering anymore. So you can't really see who's asking you because they genuinely care or who's asking you because they just want to know so they have something to talk about. And so I was at that point where everybody was always asking about what was going on in my life. And at that point, I didn't want to, you get to a point when you're dealing with stuff like that, that you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about anything. You want to talk about everything but the thing that's been affecting you. And a lot of people don't realize that when they're making you talk about it, they're making you reprocess and relive those traumas. So if it's really traumatic, and then they're wondering why you're having an anxiety attack and why you can't just be chill, well, that's the reason why. So that was born out of all of that. And I really didn't want to talk about anything of substance. And the only way that I've ever been able to communicate with the world around me and get it out of me was by penning it down. That's what I did. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
think
Wow.
what's really cool, Heather, like what's really, really cool is to where am I? Oh yeah, there. I think what's really cool, Heather, is that you got brass, big, humongous brass ovaries. Tell your story. Like you told your story, your narrative, your perspective with brass ovaries. Nobody can argue with what you just said. Like you spoke to humanity, like by telling your story, and that takes courage. Like
ovaries, I have brass ovaries. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, that's good
And
stuff.
like I didn't have words for you because I couldn't have words. Like I was the entire time. I'm like, oh my god.
Just don't stop writing. That's all I want to say was don't stop writing.
I get sick as I know. Thank you. Like no, I literally this next piece. I'm gonna show you guys. So I have this writing exercise that I do every time that I stop writing for a while. And it's usually when I'm in my biggest depressive stages. And I do realize I do suffer with depression and I go through episodes. I can function. I have functioning depression, but it's very deep. Like it always exists with me. Like I'm just used to it. I don't know how to live without it. Which is why I don't think I've ever had to really be medicated for it. But when I go through my depressions, I stop writing. And it's bad. It's really bad because if I don't write that, and I realize it's my subconscious talking, it's how I'm sifting through my feelings. So I get sick the longer I don't write, which means the depressive episode that I just got into, it gets worse and I start feeling worse. And I know that it's been too long when I start getting like really, really anxious, really, really sick. Like I start physically feeling the effects that I'm holding in my emotions and I'm not processing them. And then that's when I start going back to writing again, which is pretty much where we're at right now. And for me, my writing exercise, whenever I've stopped writing and I'm trying to get back into it, is to write about the fact I can't write. For me, that's my go-to and it works. So I've got a ton of pieces that are about my writing process, which is the rabbit hole, and that's what this one is about. The rabbit hole. And I almost wrote a poem today. From the depths of the ocean, it took its form. And from the waves, its intentions swelled. And the rabbit hole took shape, dark and whole, deep as the adventure it wished to see me unfold, beckoning to me to come forward and toward. And I walked past at a stroll, not a run, knowing full well the things for me it intended to be done. And I felt its gaze follow and hold at the small of my back. So I whispered, not yet, underneath the small of my breath and watched them visible like words in crisp cold. The white rabbit stood there, stance resigned at the foot of the door, a smile in its eyes, and it called, you'll be back. And I turned back, but it had already jumped through and disappeared to the other side of the door.
Hey, y'all open up your mics and show some love to Heather, please.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Both of them. It was so beautiful. And when people ask me why I write poetry, I tell them because people don't listen, but the pen and paper do. And that's truly my escape.
Don't feel bad. Like I go through the same thing coming with the PTSD in the Marine Corps. Like I live with depression. We're like this. We're best of friends. Like we go everywhere together, So when I can't write, I get more depressed because writing helps me cope with depression. So it becomes this like crazy little circle, whatever. So thank you for saying that because I don't feel by myself. Yes. Thank you.
Superb work, Heather. Come on back to us next week.
Totally agree. I totally agree. And bring that energy. Tap in early though. We start at 9, okay?
Yeah, no, I saw the invite. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I was just like, you know what? I really like these online events that I'm running into because, like, I work, I'm a single mom, so it's hard for me to get out. And then that's gas, that's money, that's getting drunk and then drinking and risking it for technically what, like, I get the vibe, I get being there, but like to go like as a functional adult with children, it's hard to go out every Monday to an open mic night. And it's nice to be able to sit with these events and realize, like, even when like I'm depressed or anything, or if I got stuff to do and I can't really get out, or I work a lot, to be able to just come up on here and be around a bunch of creatives that are like-minded individuals, and it's really comforting and it's really healing for my soul. So thank you all.
Yes, beautiful escape. Beautiful escape.
We here for you. Thank you for coming in. Y'all show some more love to Heather. Y'all open up y'all hearts and y'all mics, and let's show some love to Ray Jane.
Ray Jane, yeah, it's Ray Jane.
What's up, family? I am so excited to be here with y'all. So inspired by you. Getting a little feedback from somebody. What's that?
Everybody, make sure your mic is muted, please.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We was in a wind tunnel. I was with it. I was gonna roll with it because you know what I'm saying. We just ride that wind, baby. It's whatever. I appreciate the opportunity to be amongst you, fantastic and really just awe-inspiring artists. Myself, I am Ray Jane. As they said, that's ITSRAYJANE. I am a poet myself. I got my first book out. It's called Black Like That. My first book of poems. Shout out to you, Heather. You inspired me. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. And I really appreciate you standing in your voice. Because whether you know it or not, you standing in your truth and in your voice and making an active choice to say the things that are easy to stuff down, release other people, right? You freeing somebody else, giving somebody else permission to show up. So if you ain't feel no kind of way about yourself all week, I hope you feel good about yourself. Know you out here inspiring people, all right? I got 2 pieces for y'all. I'm gonna be respectful of time. The first one is a new one that's not in the book. And then because of Heather, I'm gonna talk my shit and I'm gonna read you a poem that I think I cringed and clutched the pearls the most for in the book. All right, but this first one is about actually putting a book out for the first time. I'm in that vulnerable experience. And it's entitled Bracing for Impact. I hit the button. Release the rumblings, unleash my mumblings onto the world, wholly unsure of what to even hope for. Is this what being a writer is? A particular manner of nakedness, need to be heard, legitimized by words, free, or at least attempting to define it. Is this what free is? Letting my will take the driver's seat, standing firmly on what I choose to represent me, making no apologies for the cuss words my family taught me. If I'm vulgar, it's y'all's fault. But I still cringe, thinking of my kin, recoiling from my truth, far too prideful to see past the potential Hester printing of our laundry inside tribe. I want to be just as bold, loud, and wild as they taught me to be, all while fearing being too much of me. Aware of the need to break the cycle of too much, use this word bomb to demolish enough, build myself up over it and bridge until I reach worthy, but I still cringe. Is the other side of my debut really demolition? Is this part of the mission to obliterate who I hid behind and make impossible not to find me? Is this the screaming that I never let myself do? The bigness of frequencies left unchecked and behest, intent to bleed echoes of all that I can't help but be, all over every eye that dares read me. I hold my breath, waiting for my diaphragm to drop. Between heartbeats, I give nod to my existence, realize I already died 1,000 times in my own blood, so why not live forever in my own word? But still I cringe, knowing the consideration of my immortality is yet upon me. Who I am is now loose, prowling for conservative prey, unclear if I will be appraised according to my ferociousness or my perceived failings. Right? Now to the book.
Come on, Ray Jane. I got
Woohoo! Ray Jane, black like that. Yeah. Woo!
Let's go.
All right. Now, because Heather said so, I'm gonna talk my shit. This is the poem that I'm so worried my aunties, you know, you don't want your aunties to read it. You know what I'm saying? I got too many cuss words. Just skip that one, auntie. This is that one. Okay. But this is also me being black like that. This is also me being blacker than I let myself be in many places. So this is me at my blackest. It's entitled July 4th. America might be a hoe. America got the fattest ass. The way she just showing it all the time, she crashed. Got that thing just hanging out, make you want to smack that. No shame, mad nasty, according to its own standards. America might be a hoe. She's stunting, a slut, a fast woman, busting it for everybody to see. Ass up, head down, shame crown, popping it for whoever got them dollars. With its people at the pole. America keeps that ass swole, working them souls she cajoles. My brother try to say it's pancake, nah, it's the juiciest, so juicy it's still in business, nocturnal and barely hidden. Acrobat until daylight, then walking out the night like nothing happened. But yo, let me not diminish real hard-working hoes. America lazy. She got mad moves, but she a old pole worker blocking at the pole. Sis been spinning since Reconstruction. Even before then, she was straddling natives, renaming them Indians. Her first stage name, Buffalo Betty, but had to change it for political correctness. First to shake weight, bury history and fake the wake. Get up on the casket and serve the morning cake, seductively licking frosted amber waves of grain. Let me say it again. This ass been twisted, cries into singing. That thing been thangin'. Got security gang banging, letting all her homies hit it. Confidently she admitted. By her own standards, America a hoe, so on a B-day expected to throw it. Forget all her hearts broken. She keeps her death pussy wet. Keeps churning hips, turning slave ships to sell 6 by 6. The first trick. If you think she ain't your pimp, you a silly simp. Cause while you throwing your dollars and eating your own wings, you don't feel your own cheeks clapping to her music. Hypnotic, red, white, and blue, making wickedness erotic. Morals chaotic, but shake that ass. Get that money, honey. It's all game till it ain't funny. Till that ass got you running, wondering how you got into stilettos, where your coverings went, why you star-dusted on stage. America got you bent, tried to teach you how to shake, but you too late, too soft. Can't move in the key of hate, but hey, soon you'll catch the rhythm. It's the American way. And on July 4th, you can sambo your ass off. On that birthday set list now, the injections finally got you solved. So can you see why fireworks light up the world and call it its work? America got you tweaking, she leaking, and you soaking wet, dying just to get up under her dress. Say less. She shake her ass while she confess to caging dreamers, babies. She considered that finesse, sacrilegious and scantily dressed. American ass does it best, world champion draw. She'll send you to the Olympics, then reject your magic. If you dare try to headline, she dig and find any reason to keep that line, keep that light off your mind. Dig and find, she dig and find. Sell you premium roll and call cops every time. Lower the bar when you flip outside your britches. Change the scorecard to keep her riches. She dethrone any fish trying to swim in her sea with their own natural on. Cut your mic and turn your jam back on. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. Ocean on fire on your Earth Day. Seems apropos. Still, bring the sparklers though, cause America stay lit no matter how it go. She gonna shake that ass while we throwing and drowning in her remix. Stepping good. We stay stepping in it while she wild and not so discreetly disastrous. Yelling, girl, turn that destruction up. That's my shit. But why you ain't dancing? Ain't you independent? Thank you.
You didn't drop the mic. You dropped like the sound system, speakers, like.
You dropped America, okay?
Yeah,
America's a hoe.
God damn, Ray Jane does it again. Can't wait to get my book. It's like that. Yeah, we got to get that book.
Ray Jane.
4 or 5 poets have all decided to stop writing. What's the point anymore?
Many pens were broken this evening.
I appreciate
Yo,
that.
if I may, to me, you are the El Boogie of poetry. You, that's my favorite, yo. And you just El Boogie that. That was ridiculous. That was beyond absurdly ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, I'm done right.
Yo, y'all blessing me. I thank y'all so much. If you want to hear me read y'all more of my first book, I'm doing my first live reading tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I put the Zoom info in the chat for you. Come through. It's free. Taking donations for Tesoro, myself, and 4 other fantastic, powerful women poets. Love to see you come out. Thank you for the gift of your attention. I thank you so much for letting me be with you.
Tomorrow night, folks, be there, be square.
Super
Do you have an Instagram page?
Yes,
Oh, yes, I do. My Instagram is It's Jamela. If you was everywhere, you like, what is it again? It's Ray Jane. That's what it is. It's Ray Jane.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
Let me put it up in there.
Put it in the chat, please.
Ain't fine.
Ray J. Okay, it's Ray J.
Yes, let's be friends.
All right. I gotta get out of here, y'all. I love y'all to life. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So with that being said,
I feel that life.
Last artist in real quick, so we can shut it down, okay?
I found her.
I love you. I just mad that I missed that I missed them vinyls. Love to have them vinyls. But it's all dope. Keep doing your thing, Queen. I salute you. Y'all show some more love to Ray Jane. And while y'all doing that, open up y'all hearts and y'all mics and let's show some love to CC Shop.
Thank you, Mr. West. Thank you, CC. We love you, CC.
CC, all we saw was your finger wave. We ain't hear nothing come out your mouth just now. And then you walked away on it.
All right, okay, there we go. So I've been trying to do this song on this old piece of paper from 2015 for CP for a long time. It's a song that I did way back, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off this mess. That's why I'm going away. I was trying to type it up so I could see it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's called War of No Heroes. It was originally done, we went into the Gulf War thing, and it was done in there's this little town in the middle of Massachusetts called Northbridge, and they had 3 little kids from high school decided to do a peace rally, and so they got the little town green in a town called Whitensville. You can't make this shit up. And the town heard about it, so they got the VFW and the troops came out, and they ended up with They took this little tiny square and they ended up with the Jeeps and the red convertible with the girls in the back, and they're blowing the horns while they're trying to do the thing. And it was like, support the troops, support the troops. It was I made a video of it. It's like the only documentary, so to speak, I ever made, but it's whatever. Anyway, this song comes from that period. And I'm going to I'll fuck it up, but I'm going to give it to you. This war of now, there are no heroes, no voice insulting love. The life of peace begins here by this grave result of children killed in a war where innocence lay dead. Come into the garden where humanity must grow, and ask the cheers of victory to become tears you lost. The loss of life must not be foreshadowed by some joy. For who is here to celebrate a child killed by war? You are the parent whose child's dismembered by a bomb. You are the parents of a child in their arms who is now gone. You stand in ruins with a history not free. And see the crimes of arrogance and heal all bloody flags. See the flags now mourning, and who salutes what is ahead, and expose all of war's evils and the profiting from this. The fuel of information, what is pumped into your heads? Don't erase or sanitize. The flags dyed blue and red. Don't hate the peaceful movements. They're our hearts against our cries to kill. There is no flags divided from any nation on one world. Without a peaceful movement, the world will see us all bloodthirsty. Oh, a pure mocking of democracy and pure hypocrisy as us. If freedom spits into the wind, naturally blow back. What hero wants to have the dreams of a child's last breath? This war of now, there are no heroes. No voice insulting love. The life of peace begins here by this grave result of children killed in a war where innocence lay dead. Let the crimes of war be said. Let all the crimes of war be said. Let every crime of war be said. This war of now, there are no heroes. That's for CP Mays.
Thank you. That's gorgeous. That was beautifully ugly. Like fuck. Like fuck yeah.
Wow, that was
CC.
DC.
So,
Yeah.
if you're really tired, I'm good with that. If you want another song, I'll do it. But you're long. You got to get up at 5, so I'm good.
Yeah, you gotta get up like in
Emotions.
4
You
hours.
really sang that with everything, and I love it. Like, I love it. It was very moving. It was very passionate, and it was art. Thank you.
I have to agree, Cece. That's one of the most emotional ones that you brought to us thus far, and you brought some pieces, man. You know, one thing I love about your music is soulful, and it definitely taps into everything that we're feeling in this room. And tonight, you really hit us in the jugular with that one.
Yeah. You know, I practice these songs a lot, but when I'm here, when I'm in a room and it's like this and I feel it, what you heard, I never did that way before. It happens this way. Something gets turned up and I go away and just like, I don't know, man, but it's you. It's you. It matters. It matters when the receive is on. So thank you.
Yo, check this out. I've been in the feed all night and had to set a word, but bro, you sang that from your toes, man. Like I've heard you before, but there was such a soulful sadness in the reality of that piece that just grabbed me, man. So I appreciate you. I'm glad I was here for it.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing your voice out too. Coming out of the shadows for that one. That was worth it.
You don't brought them in. You know.
Yeah.
For perspective, you can see your hair a little tousled to the side. Like you can see that, like that was just like a super involved performance. Like when he says from your toes, it was like electric. It went all the way from your toes straight up. It was beautiful.
You know, I just wrote a new one called Pennies in the Fountain, because when I started doing this, I couldn't do it without apologizing, saying I'm really a poet, but I like writing lyrics, and I gotta find an instrument to do it to, because I don't know chords, I don't know keys, there's some basic shit about music I don't know, and I don't even write the way people write music and know music right. So it's like if that don't feel like the word, then it's not gonna happen. I don't care if it works or not. But So I just wrote one that actually explains. If you want to hear one more, I'll do the new one. It's not long. You want me to take it out one more?
Yes, sir. You can take us out with it. Before you do
All
that, CC, I want you to know that you are poetic. Though poetry hasn't got its recognition until of late, but it actually created a genre. Poetry exists in every form of art, you know, every genre of. So
And
know that.
and I
Know that
never wanted to be a
you are
singer-songwriter because I knew them all down in Boston. There was the venue that launched Dylan and all that was Club Passim. Used to be called Club 52. And for the whole Northeast, if you were the best in your high school and the best in your town and the best in your state, you all ended up at the Tuesday night open mic at Club Passim from 7 until 1 in the morning in the round. 3 artists. And it was booked right away at 7 o'clock. And you didn't leave until 1. All night long, every Tuesday. And that was that. Let me just take us out with this one here.
Take us out, CC. After this piece, I'm kicking all of y'all out.
Yeah,
I love
okay.
y'all, but I'm sending everybody home.
Okay, I used to do this with only one hand. I'm going to try 2 hands on this one here. Pennies in the fountain of wishes, dreams, and words. A passion to bring music and let the melodies ring true. Soul living inspirations to move the heart of loving you with no apologies for the imperfections that I am. Moving the wind for you to let myself be true. While reaching out to love the ineffable you. And the beauty of being received as genuine and true. Although I confess my deprecation may feel blue, just an honest admission to all the professional musicians. I'm just a poet, scribe of soul. As a creator, right or wrong, my humility composing on the instrument of what is I'm alive. A note of my deep intentions to be, we all are one vibration. My pennies in the fountain of wishes, dreams, and words. A passion to bring music and let the melodies ring true. Soul living inspirations to move the heart of loving you. with no apologies for the imperfections that I am. Pennies in the fountain of wishes, dreams, and words.
Bravo.
Say goodnight, love.
Good night, all. Love you all. Let's let Mr. Witz go to sleep.
Hit the button. Get us out of here. Hit the button.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. That was
Love
amazing,
you all. Good
Cece.
night.
Talk your shit.
I love y'all
Thank
so
you.
much.
CCRchakra.com.
Amazing, everyone. Great
I
night
got
of
a book.
poetry and music.
Here's my book.
Beautiful,
Oh no,
Good
guys.
that's
luck,
not my
it's
book.
Ray
That's somebody
J.
else's.
Thank you, Steve.
Blessings on your event. Blessings to Nemo. I don't see him, but blessings on his feature.
Good night,
As
everyone.
well as
Good
Marianne.
night,
Everybody,
Good
everybody.
night,
good
everyone.
luck.
Blessings. Thank y'all so much for being here. I can't wait till next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, y'all have a good
Thank you,
evening.
everyone.
Good night.
Good
Night. I love that
night.
heart. I can't do it with. I got big fingers. I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. You're doing it. You just put it up close to the camera and it looks right.
Thank you, Heather. I look forward to seeing more from you. Okay.
Thank you. You as well.
All right, Queen.
Great night. Bye, Heather.
Megan,
Bye.
Mother, thank you, man, for all the energy you bring. I truly love
I
it.
know. I love it.
Like, I love it. It's great. This
It's
is
Angel
awesome.
Kim. You still
Bye,
with us?
Miss Angel Kim. Oh, same thing.
I,
I was, yeah.
I
And
wonder.
Darkman,
I'm
I
waiting
think,
to get
did.
kicked out. I heard we were getting kicked out,
Oh,
so
you
I'm
got to
holding
kick
on to every
yourself
moment
out.
right now.
I don't kick nobody out of the house. You got to kick
You
yourself
stopped
out.
the
Okay.
recording.
All
Oh.
right. Bye.